Hello. All right, the elite animal asked me to do a video on the target trap that I've been using. This is designed for shooting hard projectiles, you know, at around 39 joules with a paintball gun. So, you know, there's no 3 ways to make one of these, but I'll show you what I did. You know, you kind of just get creative and use what you got lying around. Don't spend money on this kind of stuff. So, you start with a box, a cardboard box. And this just happened to be, I got this big area rug, and it came in this very heavy duty cardboard. So I took it, I cut it shorter, and I made a box. And this window right here is exactly 8.5 by 11. And I think that's a good size for the window, especially when you're shooting at around 20 feet distance. If you're shooting longer, you might want a bigger box. But this is a good size window, 8.5 by 11. And then I made the box longer. And you want a good depth here, because this is where the rounds are going to fall in, and you want to capture them in here. So you don't have to use a box this heavy duty. This is overkill. This thing's very heavy. You could use an Amazon cardboard box. Honestly, if I were to do it again, I'd probably use a piece of Tupperware. Not the Tupperware, the Rubbermaid storage containers. It'd be more weatherproof and everything. So I took, this is the inside section. I cut that hole, and I cut this slot. And then here's the back portion. All right, and what I'm hanging up here this is a king size bed sheet, the flat bed sheet. We don't use our bed sheets. Every time we get a new king bed set, we got a spare bed sheet that we never use. So I cut a slit at the top here because it kept falling down, and then you see here I used some large binder clips to kind of hold it up. This is very heavy, this bed sheet, so I would even drill holes into the bed sheet and secure it a little better, because I'll show you why in a second. And then, so it's pretty simple. That's all you need. I mean, all you need is some sort of box, plastic or cardboard, with the 8.5 by 11 hole in it, and some sort of fabric, you know? I mean, if you got a piece of leather, that'd probably be the nicest. This bed sheet works well. Now, I went to a friend's house, and we shot in his garage, and we made a makeshift target in about 10 minutes. And we used old towels, bath towels. And I was actually quite impressed. We tore those things up. I mean, we tore holes in those and just shooting a few mags. Yet I've been nailing this thing over and over and over again, many magazines, and I just got black marks. It hasn't even, I mean, there's multiple layers here, and it hasn't pierced a single layer. So if you want to choose between bed sheet or a bath towel, you should use these bed sheets. I mean, I guess this is sateen, maybe it's a nice thread count, I don't know, but it's been holding up well. And I've seen what's his name, Chi in Nature, and I've watched a lot of, he used jeans at one point, which I thought was a good idea, denim. I mean, he tore through that denim, it seems, in quick order. So I recommend a bed sheet. Probably if you have an old piece of leather, I would think that would be the best. That would be the nicest. But that's it. I mean, it's not rocket science, you know? Just use what you have. Don't spend any money, you know? Use an old Amazon box, you know? And, you know, you shoot right in here, and it deadens it, and it falls in this cavity, and then you save them. And what's good about shooting at a soft target as opposed to a metal pan, it's fun to shoot at metal pans, glass. You know, you get to see how powerful everything is, but I get concerned that that will break down and compromise the rounds over time, and you don't want to be using those same rounds for self-defense. So this is nice. I mean, it's like a pillow. Now, and then what I do here is I tried to get fancy. I have another binder clip right here, but I'm using it right now to hold my phone up to videotape this. But what I do is I print out these targets online. You know, this is National Shooting Sports Foundation. You know, there's no shortage of, you know, free targets you can print out on 8.5 by 11. Now, since they're 8.5 by 11, what I do is I just tape this to another piece of cardboard from an Amazon box or something, and I have a binder clip up here where I just clip it on. And then you can have fun. You can have a little target too. The one problem is the first time I did that, I didn't have this set up yet. I kind of just held the sheet up by friction. And since this was covering the hole, unbeknownst to me, the sheet fell down. And as you could see, I shot through, and sure enough, I shot through my garage wall too and made quite a mess. As well as lost some Grimberg rounds, which also sucks. So, you know, you do have to make sure if you're covering. I kind of like just shooting at the sheet, you know. Maybe you could just tape a target to the sheet if you want. But that's it, not rocket science. So, I got some stuff in the mail, guys. It's on order. Ordered some parts on eBay. And I should have a video up in the next 2 weeks regarding, I'm amping this stuff up a little bit. I'm going to be experimenting with 2 dual CO2 adapters to get some more power. All right. Take care.